I'm not gonna cut you.
Nigga!
Is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we conceal everyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up...
So this is where Clan Kelly bought Angel. How pleasant.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
unusual activity?
Control, I've identified an armed individual.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
Don't see anything here.
If you can hear this, be smart. Leave before I see you.
Man, just listen. What? What's going on, mate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bloody hell, man. You won't believe what I've seen. Fuck. What? They're burning corpses. Human bodies. This place was supposed to be closed. Perfect spot for a zoo, man. Fuck. There's crates of innards here. What the bloody fuck? What the fuck did I take? Chill. You're paranoid. Yo, one was looking over. Wait. Where are you? Who's looking over? The old incinerator, man. Oh, this is heavy. Yo, mates. Hey. You there?
Oh, no, no, no. I swear I just saw something.
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
Sounds like a plan to me.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Brilliant.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. We need to talk. Well, get over here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Are you okay? Looked like he was ready to carve off a slice.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on. You're Caitlin Lau. You're a cop, right? A police inspector. We found your video logs. You've got bigger balls than I do going after Mary Kelly on your own. Fucking hell.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the Slaughterhouse.
Not really. See, a friend of ours disappeared from the EPC and the trail led here. But I guess we've solved the mystery, right? What a fucking depressing plot twist this is.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You don't say. Look, I'm gonna bail someone to come get you. Sleep it off somewhere safe, yeah? In the meantime, I'll find Angel and your files. Sounds like they're important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Hey, we should work together on this Mary Kelly thing. DedSec and Inspector Lau, crime smashers. Got a certain ring to it.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. Thanks. For your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Something tells me Mary Kelly doesn't wait for these people to die of natural causes.
Oh, fucking shit. The smell, man. I'm never having pork.
You shut your door. I'm gonna throw up. Shite. Bad enough we're on
Now's not the
disposal.
time.
I don't need to hear that. Human fucking excrement.
Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now, let's find Angel before one of us loses their lunch.
Oh my god, yuck. Their faces are all... okay. Bags, can you do anything with this?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Unfortunately, I must confirm. This is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
Duh.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Didn't think working with the feds was part of the DedSec lifestyle. But we gotta stop this Kelly twat, so we gotta do whatever it takes.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Hey, Bagsy, we need to bring everyone in to figure out what to do with these files, yeah?
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Capp, many people were surprised. London has been...
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Public communal space anymore. Everything is privatized, owned by corporations.
So there we are. In Britain today, the police are bought.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Yeah, and your childhood dog's living up on a farm up north. What I can't figure out is why you expect this time to be different.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.